So, from your experience, how was it working with our team?
Miguel, I think creating margin was an awesome partner to work with. So, here's the honest truth. I think what creating margin did was take a pretty tall order for a completely custom build uh, and bring it to life. And they did it. Now, Gensler, who, again, if we think of them as kind of the architects who came up with the basic design of the house, Gensler, obviously very professional. They do this sort of thing a lot. So that was very natural for them. For my team, then, we had to understand how that process worked. We also had to understand at least a little bit about how the building would work, the actual putting together of the house. And then we had to figure out all the content that would go inside. And I think what creating margin, well, one of the many things that creating margin did very, very well was y'all were willing to really walk through us at any point in the process where we were stumbling or unsure, needed assistance. For example, and I know we may talk about this a bit later, but we came up with the idea that we really wanted to do a Salesforce integration. And that idea was somewhat last minute, and we were not even 100% sure if that would work. When I suggested that, we did not know for sure if we could even make that happen, given the various technical limitations that existed, not from creating margin or from Gensler's end, but on our end, our nonprofit's end. And so you guys were just awesome to work with. You were able to help us make that happen. You were incredibly flexible when we had design changes we wanted to see. Like, we may have an initial version, we saw how it worked, and we thought, okay, we like that, but it's not exactly how we'd like it to work, or it's maybe not quite optimal for the user experience for whatever reason. Creating margin was awesome. You guys were awesome in terms of allowing us the flexibility to kind of sometimes actively think through some changes that needed to be made on the fly or somewhat on the fly. You were very adaptable. So as we built this thing that we had never built before, you allowed us to change direction a little here and there. That was incredibly useful. And I think y'all were very, very responsive, like a lot of very frequent communication going back and forth. And that's what really helped keep our project moving and on track.